Hi, I'm Miko.
And I'm Robin.
And we're
Wander Open Roads.
And today's video is about staying healthy and fit on the road.
Definitely.
So after we hit the road, I decided that I really needed to get in shape. So I found this app called Women's Workout app on my phone, and I thought, that I would give it a try so that I can start exercising on a more regular basis.
Yeah, so when I saw her starting to work out, I kind of felt left out, so I said, hey, well, let me do it too.
Yeah, so I wasn't intending for it to be, like a couples thing, but ultimately it really has worked out and given us an additional activity to do while we're on the road.
And guys, don't let the women's workout thing, fool you or anything. It's a tough workout. I mean, there are various different levels, and even though I guess it's supposed to be like marketed for women, I mean, it's something that anybody can do, and it's beneficial for anybody and everybody. So.
Yeah, it's pretty universal. It's not that some of the exercises are gender focused. It's really for everybody.
Yeah. Hey, so, here's a disclaimer. We're not personal trainers. We're not, licensed, fitness or, food experts or anything. We're just regular people, that want to share our experience. But I'll tell you this. We started full-timing about 4 months ago. We started this workout about the same time that we started our journey. And personally, I've lost over 30 pounds since we started this.
Which is really good. I didn't lose as much, but the things that I'm seeing with my body, how it's changing, is I can definitely tell the workouts are helping. I've probably lost somewhere between 3 to 4 pounds, which for me is actually pretty good in the time frame that we're talking about. But just the toneness of the muscles, the slimming down of the midsection, which is actually the important part to me, I'm actually seeing the difference.
Absolutely, yeah. So, with our workout, there are a few basic things that we have tried to keep consistent, so that we can make this a part of our regular day life while we're out on the road. So the first thing is that we work out in the mornings. We like to go ahead and get the workout done. We usually wake up in the 8 o'clock range, let's say, and we like to get out first thing in the morning and get it done, get it knocked out when it's kind of in the coolness of the day. And
that's really the most important part, is that it's much cooler in the morning. There aren't as many bugs out, so it actually ends up being the perfect time for us to get out and work out.
Absolutely. Second thing is we work out 5 days per week. We don't work out on the weekends generally, unless we have something where we have a travel day and during the middle of the week and we end up missing a workout. Then we may do it on a Saturday, but generally we like to take Saturdays and Sundays off just to give our body a rest, just to kind of refocus and go into the week. So that's really worked out for us.
And even though we don't actually work out during the week, on the weekends, we're saying that we're taking that time off, but really we actually get out and do other things like kayak and hike, which in itself is like exercise.
And that leads to the next point, which is our active lifestyle. As you've seen in our videos, we like to hike and kayak and try to lead an active lifestyle. We may look young, but we're pushing 50, and so as you get older, it's very important to stay active so that you can continue to do these things. And through our workouts, we have seen that the hiking and the kayaking and the things that we like to do are a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember like the first kind of major hike that we took after we started working out. It was a hike that we had actually done before. I just remember towards the end, like, wow, I actually don't feel as winded and tired after this hike like I did the time before.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I don't know. I feel like it's actually doing something.
Yeah, definitely. So the next point is that we make modifications to our workouts. There are there are several workout moves where they want you to get down on the ground and do things like that. Both of us have had some knee issues, so we don't really like to do things on our knees or down on the ground. So we just modify the workout. We may do another move, or we may do some type of a modification of that move to where we are able to stand, so that we don't have to get down on our knees. So I encourage you, if there's a move or something that you don't like, or something that is painful for you, don't do it. Just make a mod. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the exercises actually require like a yoga mat. And although we have a yoga mat, for me, it wasn't so much, my knees, it was the transition going from the yoga mat to a standing position, back down to the yoga mat, and then back up. And I didn't really want to lose that time or the momentum. So I just decided I wanted all of, the positions, the different workouts that I do to be in a standing position to kind of save that time. I have an old ankle injury, and so it actually is hard for me to get down on the ground and get back up. So it takes me a little bit longer. So to save that time, I just do everything standing, and we just kind of modify. So rather than getting down on the ground, for example, and doing push-ups, we just do wall push-ups.
Yep, definitely. So that works out. So the next thing is we like to switch up workouts. About once every 4 weeks or so, we'll introduce a new workout. Generally, we do about 4 workouts that'll total about 35 minutes. Okay, so we'll usually do a couple of 10 to 15 minute workouts, and then we'll switch in some kind of 5 to 7 minute variations, so for a total of, like I said, about around 35 minutes. But we switch them out because your body will get used to doing the same workout every time, and it'll just become easier, and your heart rate won't get up quite as much. So you definitely want to push yourself and make sure that you're switching things up. Definitely.
Yeah, so we try to keep that same time frame between 30 and 35 minutes, but we will rotate exercises, programs like in and out. So again, it's not stagnant, it doesn't get boring, and we're working different muscle groups, on a different rotation.
Yeah. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that we do, a lot of the workouts that we do are what we call HIIT workouts, which is high intensity interval training. HIIT workouts are great because they combine you're combining cardio with your body weight exercises, hitting major muscle groups in combination, and that really gets your heart rate going. And that's like one of the most effective workouts. So that's why I really like this workout. Now, there are a whole bunch of workout apps out there. This is certainly not the only one in town. Please do your research and find one that works for you. But yeah, for us, it's really working well.
Now, exercise is just one side of this healthy living.
Absolutely. You definitely have to make sure that you're eating clean. I mean, you can exercise all you want, but and one thing that's really been a big change from weekending to full timing, when you're weekending, hey, you want to be out, every night you're cooking out burgers and hot dogs on the grill, or you're sitting there drinking beer, you're doing peach cobbler over the fire and all this type of stuff, and it's great, but that's vacation living, and that's not something that you can really sustain you can't do that every night, or at least we can't do that every night. So so the vast majority of the time in our rig, when we are out, we're just eating normal food. We're just the regular stuff that we normally eat at home. So it's not camp out food, grilling food like you go if you're on a special weekend. It's just kind of normal stuff.
Yeah, so it took us some time to kind of get out of that mentality of camp food.
Right.
But now that we're on the road, we realize we got to cook the same things that we would cook if we were in the sticks and bricks.
Yeah, definitely. So here are a few things that we do, and like I said, it's different for everybody, but here's what's working for us. So for one thing, we don't eat red meat. It's Miko hasn't eaten red meat for about 20 years. I stopped about a year and a half ago just to help my cholesterol. So that helps us out. We only eat fish, chicken, and turkey products. So yeah, so no red meat. You know, like I said, not for everybody, but that's something that we do that definitely helps. The second thing is that we eat at home. It's funny because we used to eat out a lot. I think the whole COVID situation has kind of helped that, honestly.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was pretty much cold turkey.
yeah, yeah. But we only average eating out maybe twice a month. So even when we're going out doing different activities, we'll bring a sack lunch. We'll make sure we eat before we leave. So it saves money, and obviously when you eat out, you're eating a whole bunch of extra salt and calories, and because they're cooking the food for taste and things of this nature. So it really helps us to save money and eat healthy. Yeah. Another thing is that we are limiting our desserts. We're big. We are big fans of baked goods, cookies and pies and cakes, and yeah, that's a weakness for both of us. But one thing that we've done is that we'll kind of, if we want something sweet, we'll do like a Jello cup or something small like that. Or with baking, Miko has come up with a very difficult but effective plan.
It works.
Yeah, yeah. So if she bakes cookies, we only eat one, and we'll save the rest for another day. Or even if she'll bake a turnover in the oven, we'll actually split it. So
Right. Brownies are skinny slices. I mean, I don't ever see myself going without eating baked goods because that's just like my weakness. So rather than trying to cut it out and torture myself, I just decided, well, if we cut back and I can have like 2 to 3 bites of it, that's
Yeah.
usually enough to satisfy me that by the time I've had 2 to 3 bites, I'm kind of done. So
Yeah.
I don't have to eat like a full-size brownie or several cookies. I can just eat one and be satisfied.
Right. It definitely works. So the next thing is we actually still do have fun with it. We have our Fun Fruit Fridays. So once a week on Friday, we'll do burgers and maybe make some sweet potato fries in the oven, or we'll do even chili cheese dogs, chicken franks, but we'll do chili cheese dogs or something. I mean,
Yeah, or
so,
we'll
yeah.
have like Fish Fry Friday, and when I say fish fry, it's really
Yeah.
baking the fish in the
Just
oven
a little bit of oil.
with a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
And honestly, it tastes better than if it was
Yeah.
deep fried because for whatever
That's
reason,
good.
just when you bake it, that flavor really sets in and it is delicious. So that's actually one of my favorite Fun Food Fridays.
We're not on any type of special diet. We're not doing low carb. We aren't on a diet. We're just kind of eating normal food and trying to be sensible about it.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that's kind of key for us is we weigh in one time per week. We weigh ourselves every Saturday morning together. We record it. And it just takes away the anxiety of this constant yo-yo of weighing yourself every day and, oh, did I have a good day or not? And so yeah, the bottom line is, folks, that we're trying to stay healthy, maintain a healthy lifestyle, trying to eat right, so that we can continue to do the things that we want to do. We want to get out, we want to explore this country, we want to spend time in the outdoors, and that takes a lot of walking and the hiking.
Physical.
And yeah, it's a physical lifestyle. So
Yes.
in order to continue to do that, we have to be in shape, and this is definitely helping us. So anyway, yeah, we just wanted to share that with everybody and encourage you to even if you're out on the road, treat it just like you would at home. If you work out while you're at home, work out while you're on the road too. Don't do anything different. Yeah.
Or if you're not working out, don't be afraid to start. I mean, we
Absolutely.
work outside in our rig. It's fresh air, so you still kind of get the feeling of being outdoors.
Hmm.
And it's actually really nice. We do it under the awning. We have a TV outside, or most people, if they don't have one built into their rig, they bring one.
Yeah.
So you just hook it up, to your TV, and then you have so much space available for you to work out. But like my husband said, this is just part of our lifestyle now, and we're
Yeah.
trying to keep it going by staying healthy. And so exercising and eating right is part of that process.
Absolutely. So, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. And definitely, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like the video, and join us on our journey.
Bye.
Be sure to check out our selection of travel apparel at shopredsquare.com and our Etsy shop. Links will be in the description. Thank you.